Hey everyone, welcome to Govinda's Garden. Today it's a warm day in February 22nd in Western North Carolina, and I want to show you the greenhouse right now where I have a bunch of fig plants. And this is a 10-foot by 12-foot greenhouse from Harbor Freight. It was a pain to put together, but it's up. And we recently built this shelving structure, and here are the fig trees. Now these ones have been sitting in a dark crawl space since November, so that is roughly 3 or 4 months during their dormancy, and they are starting to wake up. As you can see, this is a mulberry, by the way. It's not a fig tree, but pretty much the rest are figs. Some of these are waking up. It's Col de Dame Blanc. But yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted a greenhouse is to give these figs a head start, because I live in a pretty cold environment, relatively cold for fig growing. So I wanted to extend the season, or at least give some of these plants a head start so they have a better chance of actually producing ripe fruit before it gets too cold. Right now it's about 105 degrees in here with the doors open. I sealed the windows closed because, in my humble opinion, this is a kind of poorly designed greenhouse, and those windows were causing more trouble than good. But I might have to put in some ventilation at some point, but figs can easily handle temperatures this high, but in the summer it'll be even hotter. But in the summer I plan on taking these figs out and just putting them out on in the other areas of the yard. In here there are about 40 different varieties, and inside, which I'll show you in a moment, I have a bunch of propagation projects going on. So yeah, these are 15-gallon pots. Some of these figs are very sad, and some of them are in these containers are too big for them. So I'm actually gonna down pot some of these, and some of them might not even be alive anymore. Well, I think they're all alive, but some of them are very sad, but that's okay. I'm new to this, and I'm learning every year. So one that I actually am really excited about is this Smith back here. Its trunk and its branch has a nice color to it, and I can see buds on it, and it's got a relatively thick structure, so excited about that. This is a contorted mulberry tree that looks beautiful. Yeah, I am working on a fig inventory for this collection that I'll post on my blog. But yeah, I think with the cuttings inside, there are probably, I'd say over 80 different varieties. And there are also some in ground as well. Back here on the south facing area near the house, we have a Chicago Hardy, an Italian 258, San Miguel Ruxo, or Azores Dark, Marseille, Sister Madeline's Green Greek, and Green Michurinska. In the ground here, I am definitely going to put more fig trees in the ground this spring when it warms up a little bit more. There's an area back behind the greenhouse that I've cleared and mulched and will be using for in-ground figs along here, and maybe even another row in this unmulched area. This was a pile of dirt that accumulated from all the digging that we've done here in the fruit orchard, and various other places like this greenhouse had these big old clumps of mostly clay soil that I broke up and flattened out and covered with wood chips for now. But this is going to be a patch for, I think I'm going to try to grow some beans, plant those pretty soon, like within the next few weeks, and then when they're done, plant sweet potatoes in here. So hopefully I can get 2 crops out of this little like 10 by 12 foot patch. And I also want to put another patch or a bed in this area. And yeah, there's the pawpaw orchard and stuff. There's some peaches. I'm currently dealing with peach tree borer and learning about that. That seems like we have some borers coming in on a couple of these peaches, but I might get into that in another video. Yeah, over there we have our like vegetable garden. Nothing's planted right now, but done a lot of prep by making those hinged frames. So we're doing some planting there pretty soon, and yeah, some other stuff. But I'll take you inside and show you some of the figs that I'm propagating right now. So this is like my bedroom fig propagation station. These figs in containers were all started from cuttings, and they are mostly a tree that I found in my local area that might be a strawberry vert. It might be a green ischia, but it is an amazing fig. And yeah, I have a bunch of those. There's a couple Celestes and a couple Langue de Hoots in here. But in these baggies, I'm doing fig pops on roughly 100 cuttings that I got from Harvey at Figaholics. You may have seen my last video where I showed my experience with his plant sale. These were started, I have the dates on them. This one was started on February 17th, so not even a week ago. So we don't have a lot of life yet, except there's one back there that is actually growing a fig on it already. So yeah, I think these things are gonna start showing some green soon, probably in the next few weeks. Also ordered a couple mulberries from Harvey as well, and those things have leafed out really early. Yeah, I just thought it would be fun to grow some mulberries too. Yeah, so there's about 100 here. You can see this is we're facing south right now. These are all right next to the window, and also underneath here is a vent where we have air conditioned air coming up, so it stays at about 70 degrees, although we're in the middle of the day, so it's almost 80 right now. But you can see in these packets, one question I got from people, it's like about fig pops, is like, how do you water them? Well, I don't water them. I start with pre-moistened soil mix, very light propagation mix, and then it's the humidity in these bags that creates moisture that the roots like. So you don't actually have to water these. I seal it with a rubber band. I do poke holes in it to get some oxygen in there, but I don't water these. But you can see the moisture from the humidity from the sun actually creating some moisture in there. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for checking out the video, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Peace.